In today's video, I'm basically going to explain to you how I scam my parents into buying me virtual items and Steam games for free, really. So take this for an example. Take Robux or V-Bucks or Steam, for example, where everything's online, everything's virtual. Whenever you pay something to these companies, you're not actually getting anything in physical. Instead, you're just getting something online. And the issue to that is, normally when you have to buy these, you can only use a credit card or you can use PayPal or whatever. Everything, all the payment methods are online. That's a problem. Because back in 2021 when this story set in, I couldn't really pay for any of these. Firstly, I didn't do chores because I'm lazy, so I didn't have any of my own money. And secondly, while I did have a debit card, it could just be tracked by my parents. Like, it's that simple. If I buy something of Robux using my credit card, they could just see and be like, what the hell, why are you buying games? So, to circumnavigate about this, gift cards. Now, gift cards are the giant scam in human history. Basically, all you do is you just pay for something to get an equal value, but you can only use it at one store. It's a giant scam, but not for here. Instead, I'm playing the scam on them, because with gift cards, technically these are a physical item. So yes, you can pay a credit card to them, but you can also pay with cash. The reason why I pay with cash is because it's untraceable. With a credit card, right, everything's online. You can just log onto your phone and see, oh my god, $50 was just gone out of the account. But with cash, once it's gone, it's gone. You can never see it ever again. Like, it could just take my parents' cash, for example. They wouldn't know about it because they have so much cash. Like, it's insane. And since none of it is tracked, once it's paid, it's gone forever. There's no way to trace it back. So, the reason how I hid this from my parents, really, is just by accessing a secret drawer where they stash a bunch of cash in an envelope. Like, it was a lot of cash. It was very hard to actually see, like, if it was missing or not. If one bill was missing out of the tens of hundreds of bills that were in the envelope itself. So one bill going missing, you wouldn't be able to see it. That's the reason why I purchased gift cards. With gift cards, once you redeem it, it becomes a virtual currency and the physical gift card is voided. So once I just use it, I just chuck it away and no one will ever see it. That's the reason why you could just scam. Since you're paying for something physically, it turns into a virtual item. Now, I did this way too many times, especially for when I wanted to buy Steam game, for example. I wanted to buy a lot of Steam games. I was trying to expand what I played. So throughout that entire course of me just buying gift cards, example, I usually buy these gift cards from supermarkets anyway, so it's even harder to trace. But that's how I got so many games from here. Like, I can tell you, several games like this game and all the DLCs that came with that game. City Skylines, a lot of the DLCs, I had to do this cheating thing. Like, just me expanding my Steam library back in the olden days was just me using gift cards to just keep on going without having to, without anything being traced, really. And I would, of course, use different locations to buy these gift cards. I would use petrol stations, I would use supermarkets, I would use video game retailers like JB Hi-Fi, EB Games. I would mix it up every few times so that it's not all just the same spot, so that the store owner or the employee there can't question what I'm doing. But basically, this worked out for a while. I kept using cash, I kept stealing it, and no one ever knew. Until I used my credit card. It was pretty dumb. I was at a JB Hi-Fi down at the city. I was separated from my parents at this time, so I went over here quickly to try buy another Steam gift card. But basically, during this time, it said on the cash thing, it said on a cashier, like at the cash register, that card recommended. It wasn't even card only, it just said card recommended. Like, I don't think they really cared if you use cash, but basically card was recommended back then. So what I did is I used my debit card that I had before and paid for the Steam gift card, and my parents found out about that. Like, back then, I didn't know that my parents could easily track it like that. I thought the only thing they could do online on their phone was see if their money was gone. I didn't know that they could see where the money was spent at, because I wasn't too familiar with this back then. I was still only 13 years old. I still was like, oh my god, what am I doing? Actually, no, I was 14, but I didn't know what I was doing back then, so that's why I did not know they could track where the money was spent. I thought I could just hide it by saying, oh, I spent it at a supermarket, I just bought a few snacks here and there, which is okay by them, but nah. They could see that it was JB Hi-Fi. It wasn't even at a supermarket. It was at a video game store. So of course they knew what were you up to. And I had to fess up to it because there was really nothing else I was gonna buy from JB Hi-Fi. Like, I know they're not video games only, but they don't sell anything else that interesting. They don't sell anything else but games, really. That I couldn't just say, oh, I was buying a CD. Yeah, bullcrap. I don't even have a CD player. But I guess the biggest and the fondest memory I had from doing this entire stubs thing was basically, me at the JB Hi-Fi. This was earlier. I was at the one in the city, but a different location, where I had about, I wanted to buy a $40 gift card to buy the game Just Shapes and Beats. Where is it? This game. Which is, I think, $32 or something like that back then. Now, I had to get two $20 gift cards for this because I didn't want to go 50 and go all the way. So to actually save up $40, what I had to do is get way too much cash. I think it was like three $10 things, which equated to $30. But the rest of it, I had to use coins. So I carried an excessive amount of coins on me, which was ridiculous because, like, trying to lug it in my wallet back then was insane. Like, I don't even use a wallet nowadays, but I carried so much coins that day that it was heavy, it was rattling a lot, and it was so uncomfortable to carry it. But once I got it to the store and dropped all these, I'm sure the cashier was not too pleased when they saw that how I was paying for the gift cards. I'm sure they were not pleased about the fact that they had to count all these coins, which included silver coins like 50 cents and 20 cents and 10 cents even. These dumb silver coins that no one cares about. But also what I'm paying it for. Instead of buying a game, instead I'm buying a Steam gift card. Now I could just buy like a Nintendo game, but I really wasn't into Nintendo back then anyway, so I couldn't really buy console games. Like, yes, I could have just circumvented all these gift cards, stupid shit, if I just bought console games itself, which are physical anyways in its nature. But I couldn't. I really couldn't, because I didn't play any console games back then. So that's basically how I did all this. This kind of eventually faded away to a point where I kind of was like, okay, I'm going to stop doing this because it is pretty dumb. Look at where I am now, where I'm just able to pay for everything myself because I got a job, so I don't really have to do any of this stupid scamming thing ever again because, you know, we all learn from our mistakes. This was a dumb thing. It did get me quite far, and I don't really regret any of it because look at all these amazing games I play. Yeah, amazing games that I don't even download anymore because it takes up too much storage. But I did enjoy this game. This game was pretty good. Major update. Yeah, you could, like, do that. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Is that, like, there's literally nothing on it. This game is so dead, by the way. They could make so much more for this game, but it's just, this game... This is such a wasted game, not gonna lie. It's so bad. It sucks. It's $28. That's why I had to buy two $20 gift cards. I'm kind of sad that this game kind of faded away. Do I even get anything for this, or is it just a? Oh, it's just a soundtrack. Okay. Okay, it's just a downloadable soundtrack. Well, I can't really use any of this music because it's gonna get copyrighted anyways. Like, even if I buy it, it's gonna be copyrighted. So no point. No point. Oh yeah, I could download the Hollow Knight soundtrack, but it is way too expensive. Like, how does $15 justify how many tracks? 26 tracks. Like, I feel like I could easily just open up Audacity or even OBS itself and just pirate it off Spotify because that's where you guys all upload music. But I'm not paying that much for that. I don't know how I got off track, but that's basically how I scam my parents.